What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Like maybe I woke up, I realized I woke up late in life. You know, I felt
Hold on. Guys, you missed the first caller. You ain't missed nothing. That first caller looked like she was part of Boogie Down Productions, talking about she's working on herself to become a high value man's wife. No, and I did not want to. No, even if she, I don't know if she was trolling or being serious, and either one was sad. Trust me. That's why I just no. It's no. Go ahead, darling.
She just needs to lose some weight.
No, baby girl, she can't lose. No. That
Right
see, that's
there.
no. See, this is what I need you ladies to understand. I need you ladies to understand that this is not negotiable. You cannot choose. Look, high value men decide. Do you ever find a man who has money who goes and gets with an unattractive woman after he has money? No, he doesn't.
Kevin,
No, he doesn't.
I've seen it. I've seen high value men.
Is it the
with
norm?
women that
Is
are
it the
like,
no? See, now I'm about to get on you if you want to go down this path, because now you're conflicting with me, and that's fine.
Kevin's like, yo, gloves off, let's go.
You can do it. You've seen it, but do you know them? Do you know them as a couple?
I don't know. No, I don't know the ins and outs.
There you go. You don't know if they got high value men. High value men with average looking women tend to have gotten them early on.
Oh.
I mean, let's be honest, darling. Darlene, is it?
If they got them early on, does it mean over time they let themselves
That means
go?
that means she actually was with him when he was in his building phase, in his early 20s. I mean, let's be real. What city do you live in?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I live in Nashua, New Hampshire, which is part of my problem. I'm out in.
But my point is, what's the biggest city you live near?
Oh, Boston.
Okay, so if you had a man in Boston is 100. So let's say he was making $500,000 a year. Do you think he's going to go out and get a woman who is a 4 and she's overweight? That's my point. They don't do that. And so when you ladies come in and say, well, I've seen it, you reinforce the delusion that people like the previous caller had. It's better, honestly, if you guys just listen to what the guys are saying, because even your opinion doesn't matter unless you plan on being a lesbian and going to marry one.
Well, this is why I'm so happy. You're a healer. I know they call you the Godfather. you're a healer. I don't know if you realize that. Well, I recognize healer.
So let's see if we can get through. So you're in New Hampshire. Yeah. So why? So my question is, I'm always curious. Why do you want to have a high value man? Why do you want one, or do you need one?
Because well, first of all, like the topic of this particular show is called,
are you fit to be a high value man's woman?
Are you fit? So do I want one? By your definition of a high value man is money? No.
Well, hold on something. It's not my definition. I take the world's definition. The world defines high value men.
Okay, I stand corrected. The world's definition. But I find that the pattern of my life and the men that I've been with and the people that I work with and the environment that I'm surrounded by, the best match for me is a high value man because of what I'm bringing to the table with the high value man. I don't want to just go and have him pay my bills. I want to go and I've always felt like I should be a helpmate. That's been in me since I started teaching yoga.
Hold on. How long have you been teaching yoga?
12 years.
All right. And how old are you?
I'm 52. I'll be 53 in 2 days. Leo season.
Okay. Well, we're around the same age. So have you ever been married?
No. Engaged. 8 years. My son's father.
Engaged?
I was engaged to my son's father. I have one son.
For 8 years?
8 years I was with my son's father, yes.
Oh yeah, I thought you were engaged 8 years.
No, we were engaged a year and a half.
All right, well, I'll skip that for right now. So
No, that's just on her not being able to actively listen and answer a question. When he asked you the question, her response was 8 years.
So you mentioned that you feel like you would best fit with a high value man because of your personality.
Well, I'm also in corporate America, and my career path is working with CEOs and presidents. I've also
Slow down. Current path meaning what? You teach yoga?
No, I taught yoga for 12 years, but I took a break and I went back to corporate America because I have an MBA.
Doing what?
I work for a CEO, president and CEO of a telecommunications.
So you're an executive assistant?
Yeah, as his EA. I'm EA for C-level.
Oh, okay, sweetheart. Okay, I need you to take the caffeine level down a little bit and kind of answer the question because I didn't hear you. What's your job title?
Executive assistant.
All right. So you are effectively a work wife, which is fine, but see, here's the thing.
Yes, I am.
How many is the average executive assistant married?
Is the average EA married? What I see, I would say yes.
How long?
What do you mean how long?
How long is they use? Okay, I've had executive assistants. So since you're saying this thing, I'm going to probe it. You're 52. You taught yoga, and you have an MBA. You got all these things all over the place. But now you're an executive assistant, and because you work with high value men, you say you best fit them. And that does not necessarily translate in life.
Well, I also, in corporate America, because I've spent 30 years in corporate America.
How many?
How
many years?
30. I have a long background.
Okay.
Trading
but here's the thing, man. You've had a long background. Okay, if you've had a long background, I need you to understand what I'm about to say. Have you ever was your child's father a high value man?
He was definitely alpha, but it wasn't.
No. I said high value means he had the money, huh?
No, not really.
All right.
No.
So have you ever seriously dated a high value man for any length of time?
Yes, I have.
When?
In my mid-20s.
How long?
On and off for 3 years, but it was like serious on and off for 3 years.
Was it long distance?
No, it was pretty local.
Okay.
I think it's because of my son. My relationships in my 20s never gelled because.
Well, did you have a child at the time?
Yeah, my son was.
Stop. Okay, hold on. Stop. You may have a bubbly, effervescent personality, but ma'am, I'm gonna tell you right now, the high value men I know, you would drive them up a wall. And my clients are executives. I spent 20 plus years in corporate America, all the way up to the VP level.
That's good to know.
And most executive assistants who are seasoned are single. To be a work wife, that means you have to be married to a CEO or an executive, which means you're not fit to have one at home. That's a conflict of interest, that's why older women women over 30 tend to be executive assistants. You don't find many young executive assistants.
True, because you got to understand, for what most women want and for what most men are going to want and require, it will be hard for her to honestly balance both. And having to be home actively with her family, it'd take away because she would need to put so much time and work in. So yeah, what Kevin's saying here is 1,000% true.
It will conflict with their experience level and their home life.
See? Yep,
so while
exactly.
you may work well with executives, you may work well, You've priced, first off, just from an age standpoint, you're out of the market for it.
That's what your videos say. That's why I was calling. Like,
Well,
you know,
I mean, it's not what my videos say, ma'am. It's what the world says. If a man is, if the world,
information that I
if
got
a,
from your
huh?
videos. The information that I
Well, I
obtained.
mean, if a man is around your age range and he's in the market,
Yes.
what do you think if he has if he is a high value man, he's well off, a high earner, why would he go get a 50-year-old woman versus going to get a 27 or 26-year-old woman?
Can I give you one thing that I thought of? Now, when I listened to the videos, I understand that women in their 20s are the value. That's the ticket. Your window of opportunity is like 20, 24. After that 25, you're in the danger zone. Then these men, they have an arrangement like sugar daddy, I buy you, you're beautiful, superficial. But the divorce rate shows that half
Oh
of these,
Jesus! Okay, to get to the question.
then they end up in divorce 20 years later. She moves on.
Oh no! See, this is more of those. This is more of those.
There's a
Oh,
second chance.
let me block you.
Maybe
Don't. Oh, if you've been watching me, don't overtalk me. What the fuck you think you talking to? She's still talking. That's more you old battle axe bag horror stories. Don't get a younger woman. You may end up in a divorce court. He gonna end up dead fucking with you. Unmute yourself. I muted you because you overtalked me. You don't do that.
Okay. I'm sorry, I can't even see this.
But seriously, is that cool? You heard me talking. Here's the thing, man. You can believe what you want to. Get out of the chat room looking at the comment section. Are you in the comment section?
No, I'm looking.
Okay, seriously though, ma'am, you can believe what you like, but if I really would ask you the question, with all this stuff going on, why didn't you secure your high value man when you were younger before you had a baby by a dude you was with for all these years that didn't marry you?
I fell into that whole my corporate, I have to take care of myself. That was my major motivation.
But you were with him for 8 years. How do you end up being your child's father and your fiance?
Oh, we were high school sweethearts.
Okay.
You know how.
So, do you think, did he go to college?
No.
And see, here's where I'm about to tell you. See, this is what. No, listen. The reason you feel like you outpaced him is because you have more degrees, more corporate this, more that. You actually probably fit this guy. Your education is telling you something different. But I'm telling you, the high value men, no. Because if they wanted you, they'd have came and got you. Kid and all. But you didn't fit. You may have a nicer look. They may be good for a short time or a weekend. But if a high value man wants something, he goes and gets it. So if you're around it and the high value man didn't come get you, it means because you didn't fit. If you didn't have your MBA and your BA or whatever else, you had all these different certifications and degrees. If you just had your high school diploma, you and your ex probably would have fit.
Yeah.
You had his child. You had his child.
Also, we were together at 16. So when you become,
what age did you have the child?
Well, I was 23.
So you weren't a freaking baby. You had the child. It's okay. All right. I can make an entire video. I can make an entire video right. I can make an entire video right here. But I'm not.
But you have to understand. He cheated and had.
No, I don't have to understand, man. I don't. What I have to know is what I know. What I know is what I know. There's three sides to the story: yours, his, and the truth. The net of it is high school sweetheart. You're with him for 7 years. Another one of these women who goes out and get your education and start to look at the guy you're with and think your education matters on the open market. If you were all that, someone would have came and took you, kid and all. They didn't. You overvalued yourself on the market, which is why you're unmarried today. I'll let you go ahead and have I think you're a little. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, I appreciate your perspective, and I
No,
like.
go back and you may be new to the channel.
I
And I'm not
am.
saying anything. See, a lot of the stuff I talk about is not for me. My clients, okay, I came from this world. And as an image consultant, my clients are still in this world. And I will tell you that the men who are truly high value, who have the money, who have the gravitas, who have that other kind of stuff, they want women to be feminine, cooperative, submissive. And you seem kind of heady. And that may be great to be around, maybe great in the bedroom, but as far as a wife, no thank you. Not for these guys.
Okay, so
I gotta get on to the next person. Go ahead, finish your question.
well, thank
Oh,
you.
go
I
ahead.
mean,
No, answer question though. Go ahead.
well, I mean, I thought I saw it differently. I saw my personality as fitting, but I'm also
But your personality might your
I'm also my energy is super excited because I just can't believe I'm even
well,
on this
I
call
get
with
it.
you.
I
This
get it and I appreciate it, but
is
it
huge for
you
me.
still are who you are though.
I'm
And when
very bubbly, I'm very quirky, and you're right.
I
You're
know
absolutely
it, and that's what I'm saying, ma'am. You are who you are, and if you've been in corporate America for all this time, if a high, you've been, there've been plenty of high value men in your orbit. None of them decided to try to wife you.
oh, they're all married though. I mean, everybody in corporate America is
Okay,
married.
dokie. Well, have a good day.
Oh, well, thank you.
That was Tina, everybody. Tina. That was Tina, prototypical. And the Tina that I know is just as single as her today. Remember when I said Tina? I always thought she should have this when she's Tina. Tina down to the straight up Tina. If I'd have put her on, I'd have been like, this is Tina, everybody. Tina.
And that's going to be the ending of the video. I want you guys to comment your thoughts and opinions about this conversation down below. It's pretty funny, you know, a woman that old, kids past her prime, the man that she had a child with wasn't even the man she's now looking for. And just because she's around these men, she believes that she can get them. But again, facts are still the facts. Surgical as always with this conversation from The Godfather. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on post notifications if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.